Thank you, everyone, for being here today to support, celebrate, and learn from the class of 2026 for the Master's in Advanced Studies in Marine Biodiversity and Conservation. Today is a culmination of an exciting and arduous year of academic commitment and passion and dedication for the ocean and ocean life. And that work has truly paid off, as we have seen today in your amazing capstone presentations. We are all so proud of your research and the creative ways you found to connect marine biodiversity and conservation with your other many interests and talents. I'm personally not in a profession that deals directly with the ocean. I'm a filmmaker, a writer, and a visual artist, and most of my best work is done at my desk, dry, on land. And I actually confess that the ocean has always frightened me a little. And I want to thank you on behalf of all of those who, like me, are not in direct connection with the ocean, because through your work, we learn about the infinite amount of life, value, and impact contained in ocean environments and their intersection with education, justice, conservation, literature, technology, sustainability, and community, among many others. Through my role as co-chair of the program this year, I've taken a greater interest in the ocean, and I've left my comfort zone to go snorkeling, like Samantha said, during our Catalina trip. I also saw sea worms and for the first time, and I finally understood what plankton is. So I also learned that the seawater covers 71% of the planet, that the ocean is nearly 2.5 miles deep, which is about 3 times the height of the Empire State Building, and that the 5 ocean basins hold over 324 million cubic miles of salt water. While learning all of this, I couldn't help but think about how we managed to get into so much trouble in the 29% of land that we do live on, and also on how much we don't know or see about our amazing planet. But this year, you, class of 2026, have been focused on that mysterious 71%. You have been understanding species conservation and behavior, ocean law and policy, marine geology, physical and biological oceanography, environmental economics, which I know was a hard one, data collection and lobbying, among others, and you have been doing this alongside the development of your own ideas so that you can not only contribute to your field, but so that you can communicate that relevant work done here at Scripps and around the world, with the large percent of people that need more knowledge and that could use some of the passion and love that you have for the ocean. I want to invite you to take a minute to really take that in, class of 2026, and look around at who's next to you, and that a year went by. It went by, and all of those sleepless nights, stress, and dedication paid off, and you're now on the other side. You succeeded. Something else I discovered this year is that many people, at some point in their lives, and especially when they were children, dreamed of being marine biologists or being in a profession that allowed them to be close to the sea. And knowing now how vast the aquatic world is compared to land, that makes a lot of sense. Because I think that we all have a deep knowing that the ocean is vital and we are called to protect it in some way, even if we're also a bit fearful of it. But that's okay, because we shouldn't have to fully understand something to love it. We can and should value and protect things that scare us or that we don't fully comprehend. We can do so by putting trust in people like you, class of 2026, committed, talented people who teach us that there is much more to love, to be amazed by, and to be interested in than to be fearful of. And this is the true meaning of taking action to better the planet and the ocean. It's not about what work is better or what is more worthy of protection, commitment, or time. It's about valuing unique ways we view the world and bring solutions, insight, and visions to issues we face today. It is about seeing the interconnectedness of life and the exciting results that come from interdisciplinary research and collaboration. Like the unexpected relation between a novella that we find at a library and the problems that the ocean faces due to climate change and plastic pollution. Or what an immersive video on YouTube can teach us about marine protected areas we never even knew existed. What the journey of an iceberg reveals about the cycles of aquatic life. Or what robotics can do for coral cleaning. The ways a short film highlight the importance of community action and animal protection and conservation, the ways marine policy can be aware of cultural heritage, how marine stewardship can be sustainable for nonprofit organizations, the inner workings of the brain of a sharp-nosed shark, or what an app on our phones can teach us about fish and fishing regulations. So thank you, class of 2026, for staying in touch with your inner children and becoming committed adults working hard to advance the field of marine biodiversity and conservation with scientific ingenuity, creative disposition, and academic rigor. The work that you have done will continue to build bridges between science and everyday people who need to be reminded of what is at stake when we lose biodiversity, whether that be on land or in the ocean, because in the end, the effects of global warming, extractivism, pollution, and species decline, among so many others, are all connected and, as Samantha said in the beginning, need all hands on deck. And speaking of crew, I would like to now shift focus and thank the network of professors, staff, teaching assistants, academic coordinators, advisors, and campus workers who have made this year a well-rounded, nourishing, and cutting-edge experience for the students in their fieldwork, in the classrooms, trainings, and beyond. And of course, even more gratitude to Samantha Murray, Hannah Tenenbaum, and Greg Rouse, who I squeezed in here too, whose energy and love for the ocean and for education power this program. Thank you, Hannah, for your logistical expertise, administrative savviness, and warm disposition. Samantha, your honesty, professionalism, and community leadership inspire us all. Greg, if you're out there, your generosity, character, and scientific rigor are invaluable for the program's development over the past 20 years. It has been a pleasure working with all of you during this past year and receiving your trust, support, and guidance as the program's co-chair. It's no secret that as much as the 2025-26 academic year has been important for you and for the program, it also continues to be a time of uncertainty and decline for many national and local marine authority programs and agencies. And that can be daunting. It can be daunting to leave the academic world to head into the professional world, which you have already been part of, but luckily you are all fearless at heart. You obviously have a strong stomach because I've been with you on a ship. And you have decided to dedicate your lives to the always moving, always deep, mysterious ocean. You have what it takes to find alternative, entrepreneurial, or traditional ways to bring your projects, strengths, and knowledge to the places that need it most. And it gives me hope in the world knowing that you are out there finding solutions and awakening others to be fearless, bold, and committed to a better planet. So congratulations, class of 2026. We hope you celebrate today, you enjoy the summer, and you find your next adventure.